It can be used. It can be, I said it's not just another ice cream, but it can be used as another ice cream. And it can be used to escape. And that's why we are saying constantly that the mind will use anything in its habitual way. Meditation is not different. There is this whole defense mechanism of spiritual bypass. Like everything that happens, people use spiritual terminology to justify it, to escape it, to meditate. That's not helpful. Like, for example, are you feeling sad? Sadness and happiness is impermanent, everything is okay. Spiritual bypass. No, you're just moving away from the sadness. You're escaping the sadness because you don't want to get into the sadness. What is meditation saying? It's saying look at the sadness. It's not saying run away from the sadness. So if you are using it to run away from the sadness, you're using it to escape. But if you're using it to look into the sadness, then you're not using it to escape. That's number one. Number two is, let's say you're having a difficult day and you say, I'm going to meditate and get calmer. What are you doing when you're meditating? You're meditating to get calmer doesn't mean I'm shutting my life out. I'm noticing what is happening now with me. So I'm opening into my experience. Opening into my experience makes me calmer because it doesn't remain something at the back of my mind. It becomes something in the front of my eyes, and that's a very different experience, right? Like one is irritability against somebody or loneliness somewhere in the back, and then I watch Netflix, I do something, I distract, and then now I open into the experience. And I open into the experience, it's an impermanent experience, it passes. Its nature is impermanent, it has to pass. So when I look into it, it passes, I get better. Does that mean I'm escaping? Or does it mean that I've actually sat and processed it? Yeah. So it depends on how you are doing it. You have to be very mindful about how you are using these techniques also. Because in this path, again and again and again, people have been warned. Don't use this to escape life. Don't use this to run away. Right? You can't run away from who you are. Wherever you go, that will follow. Don't use this to start feeling superior and feeling that, oh, now I am very wise, I know much more, and see these ignorant fools around. They don't know enough, and so they are constantly craving. You watch somebody's craving and you see he's craving so much, so greedy about food. Yeah, be careful. These judgments will come up, and be very careful. You judging is also a caught upness. There's no wisdom in judging. There is wisdom in recognizing that people are caught up like us. Everybody is caught up like us. I'm also caught up. He's caught up in his greed. I'm caught up in judging him. What's the difference? No difference. So it's important to sort of use it correctly. So it can be used to escape, but see that you don't use it to escape. That's all.